Here is a quick review of the Pythagorean Theorem. We start with a right triangle with legs A and B and hypotenuse C. The Pythagorean Theorem states that the sum of the squares of the legs equals the square of the hypotenuse, or a squared plus b squared is c squared. To solve for that hypotenuse, let's turn that equation around a little bit, so make it c squared equals a squared plus b squared, and then take the square root of both sides. That will give me the hypotenuse of any right triangle, square root of a squared plus b squared. But what if I want a side length? We're going to take that c squared equals a squared plus b squared, subtract b squared from both sides, again turn that equation around, and then take the square root of both sides. A will be the square root of the hypotenuse squared minus that side that we do know. That will give us any leg length in a right triangle. Let's look at a few examples. In our first example, I'm trying to find a hypotenuse. So my x is c, and 6 and 8 are my a and b, so I'm plugging it into the equation. So x will be the square root of 36 plus 64, which adds up to square root of 100, so x is 10. If we had just taken a little time to examine our numbers, we would have noticed this is actually a 3, 4, 5 triangle in disguise. Multiply that by 2, you get 6, 8, 10. So we could have done it faster, but that's okay. Here's an example of trying to find the side length. So x is my a. I don't know what it is. So I'm going to take the square root of the hypotenuse squared minus that leg I know squared, but that looks kind of tricky. 2 rad 3 squared. So I'm going to take that to the side. Now the square of a product is actually the same as the product of the squares. So you take 2 squared times square root 3 squared, which is 4 times 3, which gives me 12. So now I can plug in x equals the square root of 16 minus 12, which gives me the square root of 4, which is 2. So the value of that leg I don't know is 2. So hopefully these two simple examples will help you if you're trying to find a hypotenuse. Use c equals the square root of a squared plus b squared, or if you're trying to find the length of a leg of a right triangle, a will be the square root of c squared minus b squared. Good luck with it, and I hope this helps. Thank you for watching.